Hello guys, my name is Mikael and I'm mostly a casual player. One of the things I enjoy in WoW is collecting mounts. So join me today while I'll expose my own ideas on what rewards I would like to see added for the mount collector achievements. But first, let's talk about the achievements that were added in BFA. For 350 mounts, you got No Stable Big Enough, rewarding the Biting Froshar cord, which is basically a recolor of the Infernus drop by Gul'dan in the Nightfall raid. For collecting 400 mounts, you got the achievement A Horde of Hoofbeats. That rewards a Frenzied Feltalon, a recolor of other 3 models originated from the Ravenlord. But did you know this? Blizzard initially proposed another mount as reward for this achievement, the Sky Stallion, which is again just a recolor of the Hearthstone mount. For me, none of these two mounts are a great pick for collecting 400 mounts, but I personally like the Sky Stallion more. It's just something cool about its hellish fiery aspect that attracts me to it. I feel like at a certain point, the rewards for collecting mounts should be somehow unique. It would be cool to feel like, heck, I spent so many hours farming dungeons and rep grinding, I've camped that NPC for so long, but man, look at this mount. That being said, let's move on to the topic of the video. My first pick is a Darkhound mount. I was actually surprised Blizzard did not add this mount in BFA. I was quite sure they would after I saw Nathanos riding one of them during the battle for the Undercity scenario. The new Darkhound model, especially the Stitch one, is pretty badass. They are demonic dogs that scour the forest of Tirisfal Glades and Eastern Plaguelands, and they fit perfect in the dark team of World of Warcraft. Me, being an undead player, I would very much like a chance to ride one of these mounts. They already created the mount animation for the scenario, so it shouldn't be that hard for Blizzard to add the mount into the game. If they do add this mount, it would be nice to have a mention of their origins in the mount description, as I didn't find any information on how these hounds appeared in the Eastern Kingdoms. Sometimes it's just the little touches that make things more interesting. Forsaken Bat Mount. Okay, this is the thing that gets on my mind every time I use the Forsaken Flypads. Why Blizzard never added this model as a mount? We have Windrider mounts, Griffons, and even Pandaren Kites. And yes, we have a lot of bat mounts with a new and upgraded model, but don't you guys think that the old model still looks better? I mean, I do. Mount achievement rewards can serve as a nostalgia to the places you've been during all these World of Warcraft years. And what better mount can serve as a reminder of questing inside the Eastern Kingdoms, of the conflict between the humans and the Forsaken, than the classic Forsaken bat? Number 3. Glut. Talking about nostalgia, some of you might remember this Nax boss, whether it is the classic version or the Wrath of the Lich King version. Glut was the foul plague dog of Naxxramas. It was the fight where hunters had to shine. I always thought Naxxramas was one of the best raids ever added in WoW, and was quite disappointed when Blizzard removed all achievement rewards for this raid. I managed to clear Nax that expansion, but my young Nabas didn't think about doing the achievements. This mount wouldn't be that hard to introduce, as I think it can use the same animation as the core hound mounts. Anyway, the Glut model, it's amazing and unique. It would probably be the most plaguish mount ever added to the game, and I think the vast majority of the players would rush to have a chance at getting this mount. Gargoyle mount. Now, Blizzard datamined a Gargoyle mount in Shadowlands, which probably represents a Gargoyle mount, and maybe they'll introduce a cool new model. But I am talking about the old Gargoyle that shares the same model as the DK ones. They were first brought in Eastern Kingdom by Arthas when he attacked Kel'Thuzad. In real life mythology, it is believed that these guys scare away evil spirits. We fought them in different dungeons and raids, so maybe it's finally time to tame and ride one of them. Even if Blizzard decides to add a new nice model for this mount in Shadowlands, I will not pass the chance to own a classic one. Injured Griffin for Horde and Injured Windrider for Alliance. Why? Because none of these mounts are available for the opposite faction, and it could be added in a very cool way. It may sound stupid, but just bear with me. This could be injured versions of the mount with some scars and maybe a bandage or something like that fly with a lower speed than normal ones. Maybe a minus 10 or 20% flight speed. We could have an achievement called How Did This One Get Here that gives us a quest for the mount instead of just putting it in our mount journal. We receive a message from one of our leaders that some strange noise is coming from some part of the city and we need to investigate. Maybe we get a nice little scenario where we fight the opposite faction, or maybe some drug NPCs that are poking at this little guy. We find him and decide to rescue him. A horse. A Nazgul horse. Yes, I know, another horse, but I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and I think most of you remember the scene where Frodo and the other hobbits were hiding in the forest from the Nazgul. He had a dark horse with a black coat and armor and red devilish eyes. To be honest, that part scared the shit out of me, guys. Blizzard could take the Ghastly Charger TCG mount, slap some cool black coat and armor on it, maybe give it some red eyes, and they have themselves a badass horse mount. Combine that with some awesome transmog and you'll feel like a badass riding this guy. I would talk more about the beast the Witch King rode, but I think it would be too much. It's World of Warcraft, not Lord of the Rings after all. And for the last one, how about the ship mount? A mechanical one like the hunters can tame. It makes more sense that way to be able to run as fast as a horse. It is a silly one like the Giant Rooster TCG mount, but we don't want that. We don't want a recolor of that. It would be cool if the TCG mounts would stay unique. It can come with a title, Shepherd or maybe Herdmaster, and I think some people would enjoy it. I would. It's a funny one. I think there's a lot of potential in WoW to introduce new mounts, but this one felt the most special to me. What about you guys? What mount would you like to receive as reward for reaching 450 and 500 mounts? Let me know in the comment section below and I will post the best comments in one of my next videos. Anyway, my name is Mikhail. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and maybe subscribe. Until next time, bye.